So one of the things we hear often, the biggest fear people have is that if I place my loved one in memory care, they're going to take her house. We wonder who's the they there. Sometimes families think it might be Medicaid that takes their house if somebody needs care. Maybe they think the nursing home will take their house. What is the reality of that?
Oh gosh,
for those families?
Yeah, Shelley, that's a great question. And I'm going to have to put on my lawyer hat for a minute. So excuse me for a moment. Lawyer hat on, because this is really a legal question. And how do people pay for Medicaid? And it's really asking, when people come in and they say they're going to take the house, is there anything that we can do? Or they feel there's nothing that can be done. They're going to take the house. My job when I'm in my elder law role is to say to them, it depends, which is my favorite lawyer answer for everything.
Mine too.
Yours now too.
I love it.
Yeah. But I also say to people, not necessarily. What they're really talking about is when they say that, is there a way that I can preserve the house or that we can preserve some assets? And absolutely, it is not a foregone conclusion that if somebody needs memory care, that they're going to have to spend down all of their assets before Medicaid would take over as the primary payer for care costs. So just to kind of delve for a moment into the technicalities, and I promise I won't keep us there long, but Medicaid is a federal program that's implemented by the states, and every state's program is a little bit different. And this right now is the only government benefit that is available to pay for care, to pay for long-term care. And it very much depends on where you are. You know, right now we're sitting here in New Jersey, and New Jersey's program is very different from what they have in Pennsylvania and incredibly different from what they have in New York. So you really need to look where you are. And my recommendation is always to talk to an elder law lawyer, not somebody who does a divorce on Monday and represents somebody in municipal court on a DUI on Tuesday. It's to talk to somebody whose practice is centered on long-term care planning. Somebody that you can talk to and say, these are the assets, can we protect them? And that's the attorney to go to, an elder law attorney, somebody who's going to guide you through the process, advise you how to protect assets. Because I will tell you, when I am at the law firm and I am in my elder law role, that's my job and that's what I do. And I would say typically we can preserve something, if not preserve most of the assets. So my recommendation, always talk to that elder law lawyer. And the other question that we get is, you know, can we do this if there's a dementia diagnosis? And what people are really asking in that moment is, hey, if my husband has a dementia diagnosis, does he still have the ability to sign legal documents? And it so depends on where somebody is in their journey. Simply having a dementia or an Alzheimer's diagnosis does not mean that that person cannot sign documents. It doesn't mean that they still don't have the legal capacity to do that. But if you wait too long, there will become a point in time where they no longer have that capacity. So when somebody gets that diagnosis, that's the point where it is really important to reach out to an elder law attorney. And again, somebody who works, this is their primary practice. Reach out to that attorney to get advice on that. And the sooner in the journey that you do that, the better the chances that the majority of the assets can be protected. So that is always my advice and my recommendation. And I'm going to take off my lawyer hat now. I'm going to put it to the side. Okay. Do you have anything that you want to add to that?
No, I think you answered it really well. It's, the biggest thing is it depends. So that's why it's not just an answer you can look up on Google. The Dementia Center is here for you for these questions. Do not go down the rabbit hole of Google, you are not always going to get the answers not only the answers you're looking for, but the correct answer. So it could actually send you down a path that you can't come back from.
Oh my gosh. How many times do I say Google is our friend sometimes? And sometimes Google sends you down the rabbit hole that you do not need to go down, especially when we're talking about really complicated legal situations and regulations. The Google is not going. The Google is not going to help you. You really need to have your particular situation evaluated by an elder law attorney. And again, the sooner that you do that, the sooner the documents can be put in place, the sooner that a plan can be developed, the better off you are. And the house can be protected, other assets can be protected. What are the strategies there? So our recommendation is talk to that elder law attorney about what can be done.
If this question resonated with you, give us a call. We can help. You are not alone.